All right.
Hey, welcome back. This is totally the first recording.
Totally the first recording.
Absolutely.
Welcome back to the 2020 channel, 2020 podcast. We're here with Aaron the Rapper, 17.
Yo.
Bang.
Official Snow God.
Bang.
Never really lost _ lost found / lost and found. Day Decree. And
Bang.
this bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got the whole gang together.
Let's go.
Today, Snow God woke up at a good time. He said that before, but the audio, the you didn't see it. So I'm here to tell you again.
Yes.
What's a good time?
About 1 p.m.
Hey, you know what? It was about, I can attest to that. It was about 12:30. His ass got up and
That's crazy.
that was surprising.
12:30 is a little more reasonable.
It's 5 hours better than I was doing.
That's true.
We'll take it.
objectively.
We'll take it. Yeah, so we're back. Episode 3 now?
Episode
Oh, yeah.
3, yes.
Who would have thought?
We really made it to 3 episodes.
We've gotten here. It's
Third
only
time's
taken
the
3
charm.
months. And up a month, we're doing
Hey,
moderately decent.
we're here.
Yeah.
We'll definitely start having these episodes more often, though. We found a more efficient solution to the recording and editing process for all of us.
W.
So,
West Side.
W.
how's your day today, Logan?
My days, I'm tired, but good. I got my motorcycle permit today, so that's kind of cool.
Guys,
Maybe a triple.
Vroom.
if you
Yeah.
drive a motorcycle, please wear a helmet. Please don't die.
Right.
Yes.
Anyway, so I went to the gym today, hit legs, listening to the Like That verse, because shout out Kendrick
Shout out Kendrick.
and Metro.
The big 3.
There is no
Just
big
be
three.
me.
On God.
What were your guys' initial reaction to that diss?
I was excited because I didn't even know Kendrick was on the album. I was just listening to the album and they had no features listed or anything. I was working on like a logo and stuff on Photoshop, and the verse comes on. And I was like, "Is this Kendrick? Like what?" And you just start hearing the disses. I'm like, "Holy shit!" And so then of course I'm like looking up like dissecting the shit and everything, looking up the lyrics and stuff. So it was pretty cool, and it's been in the rotation. And I think it's the most streamed rap song of 2024 on like its opening day or whatever. It was breaking some records.
I believe it. That's the Kendrick
Oh,
Lamar
yeah.
effect.
Absolutely. I mean, Kenny came through and fucking delivered a hot ass verse.
It was pretty
What else
good.
do we expect? I'm just excited to keep the competitive fucking sport of hip hop alive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I just imagine Future and Metro in the studio, like, you know who else hates this guy? You know what I mean? Just like they're just there being like devious as shit. And just hit up Kendrick.
Right.
Be dope.
What did you think?
As far as the Kendrick diss, I'm glad he finally said something about it. I'm also glad he didn't name drop because that's a little immature, I can't lie. But what he said needed to have been said for some time.
He got as close to name dropping as he did. I mean, he
Literally.
name dropped the
Alright, but
song
still.
itself.
Yeah. Also, Future and Metro Boomin making the antithesis of Drake's album. I respect it, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, he showed me like a screenshot of like one of Drake's album song titles versus the Future album song titles.
They're just the opposite.
Yeah.
Yikes, that's some animosity there.
We've came a long way from the Diamonds Dancing era. That scholarships. What album is that? Where they collab Drake and Future?
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Mhm.
Man, what a time to be alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and this is only the first of 2 Future and Metro Boomin albums. So I like the fact that they made a whole project just to diss Drake basically is kind of hype. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, but we have an actual one coming too."
We don't trust
So-
you.
So like, what do you guys?
Hell of a rollout.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real though.
Yeah, this shit is hype. They're like diss Drake, and then everyone will tune in for the second one too.
Fair enough. Get like the greatest rapper alive to come help you diss Drake, and you got it.
That's hype.
Yeah, someone who just doesn't come out of their cave unless it's to do something, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Oh, God.
When that man speaks, people listen for sure.
Yeah. Do we think that they're going to respond?
No, did you see the clip of Drake talking about it at a concert?
No.
No. I'll probably pause the video and like play it for y'all.
A lot of people ask me how I'm feeling. I'm gonna let you know how I'm feeling. And listen, the way I'm feeling is the same way I want you to walk out of here feeling tonight about your fucking self. Cause you know how I'm feeling? I got my fucking head up high, my back straight, I'm 10 fucking toes down, in Florida or anywhere else I go, and I know that no matter what, it's not a nigga on this earth that can ever fuck with me in my life. And that's how I want you to walk out of here tonight. But in order to, you know, get yourself all gassed up, riled up, and move towards the future, sometimes you gotta acknowledge the mistakes that you made in the past, right? Right? So this is what I want you.
On pause. All right. He said they'd rather go to war with me than admit they are their own worst enemy. And yet Drake has a bar in a song where he's talking about, instead of like actually saying something, you just make an Instagram caption. And then now he's here making the Instagram caption.
It's almost like
He doesn't write his own shit
he's
anyway.
a projector. Man's is a movie theater.
Man's is
Steady
a movie theater.
projecting.
He doesn't write some of his shit.
Would
He
Drake
does write
still
some
be
other
relevant
shit.
Yeah.
if it wasn't for
You've gotta
people
respect
hating
the
him?
pen. He's written for other artists as well. There's a reason he's gotten to the level he's at.
Yeah, with a dick like that, you know.
Straight up.
I mean, considering a lot of shit that's coming out about the industry and a lot of people getting
Holy
exposed,
fuck.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Diddy on the run.
The diddler.
But let's not forget about Dan fucking Schneider.
Yeah, Dan Schneider's crazy. I watched Quiet on Set when I was in
No,
Oklahoma.
I'm Dirty
Yeah.
Dan.
That shit's
I've
crazy.
seen it, yeah. You've seen it as well?
Oh my fucking.
Yeah,
I can never watch
never.
Nickelodeon
no.
again.
And it's so much worse than anybody thought. Like, because we all like were aware a little bit of, like, it's obvious, like some weird foot
Like,
shit.
oh,
like,
there's some toes on the
Yeah,
screen
yeah,
again.
but like I had no idea that he got like Amanda Bynes pregnant at 13.
Yeah, that's
Is that
fucked
confirmed?
up.
Yeah, well,
Basically,
I mean,
well,
technically,
it was
'cause
never said that it was Dan, but she has alluded towards the fact that it was Dan.
she made an alternate Twitter account and posted her ID to prove that it was her, and was like, "Guys, you all judge me for being so fucked up, but you don't know what it was like to be impregnated by your boss at 13 years old and forced to get an abortion and then be quiet about it." And considering the way
So
that
fucked up.
the-
That's like heart wrenching. My heart is hurting right now.
yes, like
It's fucking vile.
I don't believe in like capital punishment, but like
But maybe
there's certain people that
Let's
might
teleport Dan back to the 1800s and stone his ass.
stone his ass, bro. Literally, eye
maybe
for
a
an
different
eye.
type of
Right
stoner.
at the center of town.
That's wicked.
Yeah, that's fucked
That's
up.
foul.
Hey,
Smoking on that Dan pack, you know what I'm saying?
y'all
That's a lot of
wild.
pack.
I just want it to be known that wild shit did not come out of my mouth this time.
It was
Oh.
me.
That yeah.
I'm on demon time today.
God damn.
Have you guys read Jeanette McCurdy's book?
Partially.
No,
I've read
I
parts,
haven't.
like
No.
excerpts of it that were on
Yeah.
Twitter.
That was honestly when I first like really learned some of the extent. I haven't finished the book yet, but like it's definitely in there, remnants.
Talking about the creator and
Yes, so you're
Vile
familiar.
human behavior. And
It's
this
just
is
like-
coming from very powerful people. So just think about the people who don't get talked about.
Exactly, like
Yeah,
the amount of powerful people who didn't literally take vlogs of them like molesting children
Yeah, this
and
is all
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't put it on
fucked up.
camera
Come
and
on.
didn't insert into their scripts. Like there's probably so many of them, of these powerful rich men that like have never been held accountable and never will.
well, even think like when they showed the Drake Bell shit and they went to court
hmm
and
all the signatures and shit. and
all
his
the
side
letters
was
of
full.
yeah.
God.
Oh my.
These people are like,
James
nah,
Marsden,
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking fucked up because he had confessed prior to the court case. So everyone who wrote a letter in his, like, for him was basically like, yeah, we know he did it, but it's all right.
It's all right. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
So
I
fucked.
mean, some people are like, we didn't have all the details, but it's like there was a grown person and a child. Even if there's allegations,
Yeah.
you got to look at them like,
Right.
And like,
And
like the interview with his dad, when his dad finds out and starts crying and shit, I was like, oh my god, that like fucking tore me apart. That shit was crazy.
yeah,
It's so fucked up because I'm pretty sure it was Brian Peck who made Drake Bell go with his mom, and
Yeah.
Drake's dad was like talking to Drake's mom. He was like, "Look, just keep him away from Peck," and then Peck goes and manipulates her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just fucked.
And like the fact that, you know, Nickelodeon executives who were there at the time have come out and been like, well, everything that Dan Snyder did and put on TV was approved by us. So we weren't aware of any of the bad shit. And it's like, no, actually, you're just exposing your company as like, what's the word? When you allow somebody to do something, enablers.
Like when you're a
Yeah.
bystander.
Yes.
Basically.
Not even just bystanders, but like actively profiting from this. Like,
Well, yeah, because it all came down to money, and Nickelodeon was like in a bad financial space, and so Dan Schneider was like their golden boy, so he got to do whatever he wanted, and like,
because he sexualized a child and then blew it the fuck up.
it's insane. That and like how the women's staff were treated, having to like massage them all the time, or the writers on the Amanda, I think it was the Amanda Bynes show, or it was all that, but there was 2 female writers
Yeah.
that had
Oh,
to
my.
split a salary.
Yep.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
bro, that's so fucked.
And then eventually, when they found out and like told them that it was illegal, they just fired the other one. And then there was only one female writer left, and,
And they
she
treated
quit.
her like shit.
Yeah, because like you're literally getting sexually harassed and molested at work,
It's fucked up.
of fear that you'll lose your career and be blacklisted. That shit is insane. It's literally like the Jesse Reyes song "Gatekeeper," but for TV.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar.
I've
with
never
that
seen
song.
that.
No.
But
Unfortunately,
That,
I'm not.
it was a tough watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, yeah.
And like, yeah, just fucking hope all the victims are able to recover from that. And I mean, some of them have gone on to, gain success and stuff, and hopefully others are able to do the same thing. And now that they've been able to share what has happened to them.
I just have a difficult time. Like, I feel very conflicted for Drake Bell, because part of it is like all that happened to
Yeah, I
him,
feel you.
but at the same time, he just did that to other people. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's just a bad situation in general. And it's like, okay, so you
Yeah.
empathize with him for what happened to him, but then also like he's also like bad. You
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
Like,
the abuse
it's
becomes
just-
the abuser, and like, although I think what you're alluding to is like, there's no way to redeem Drake and his actions, but I think the whole situation does like illuminate the idea of like people do things for reasons.
Hurt people, hurt people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Have y'all heard
yeah,
Drake Bell's
that's still
song
fucked up.
that he
Yeah,
dropped post
for sure.
documentary? Drake Bell dropped a song where he was like, I forget like the exact lyrics of the song, but he was basically like
Oh, yeah, we watched that
explaining
together.
The running
how it
away.
affected him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was like,
But
"I'm sorry. I'm
he
better
would-
now."
yeah, he would bring up his wrongs, but he never like apologized. He's pretty much just like, I'm a better person, but where's the proof?
He's like, "I did a lot
Yeah.
of bad things, but
Yeah.
I'm not the same person anymore. So you should sing my song and forgive me." Which is like,
Doesn't matter that I like beat my girlfriend in Mexico or
didn't
you know,
even
that shit
acknowledge
gets
that
you-
shit.
abuse children.
He
Yeah.
did some fuck shit. Yeah, according to her, he like dragged her down a staircase and she was like hitting her face on each step.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yikes.
So
Tough.
anyway, me and Day have a show that we're gonna do on May 17th.
May
so that's pretty
17th.
cool.
Where is it at?
Decatur,
Oh, yeah.
Illinois.
And who do we have? Because it's like exclusive to get like tickets or whatever, right? You have to DM.
it's
Nectar.
easy being odd.
It's easy
on
being odd
Instagram.
at Instagram.com.
The
House party vibes.
Yeah, guys, let me just pull up the Instagram website on my phone. Open in Safari to go to
Hey,
Instagram.com.
I use Instagram on my browser more than my phone, but I also have
You're,
like a track
you're a
phone.
rare use case though. Day. Your phone
The
barely
anomaly.
functions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
You have a kick-ass MacBook,
yeah.
and then your phone is like your screen's falling apart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I have the essentials. But we're performing there. All of us are gonna be there, most
Oh, yeah.
likely, barring any unforeseen circumstances. We're gonna have headliners like ASAP and Unknown. I'll probably have pictures up here of those artists.
Insert photo.
Shout out.
Yeah, right. So shout out to all them. Shout out to Nectar / It's Easy Being Odd for setting all of it up and hitting
The
us
goat.
up to come. I'm very excited for that. We have music dropping that will have just dropped when this episode is out. Me and Aaron have a song.
Yeah.
Thinking of you.
What are we
of
thinking
you,
for the
dropping
release
April
date
12th.
of the?
Really excited for that.
What are we thinking for the release date of the 2020 album?
I'm thinking June.
Heard it here
If
first.
everything
Just
goes
happy to be
right.
here.
And then
I showed up.
I have
Did my
Always.
thing.
I have a couple projects dropping as well within that time span, but the one that I'm really excited for is So I Made a Song Last Night, which is coming out
Deep feels.
May
Hey.
1st. Yeah.
So good.
It's very
Prepare your-
personal.
It's my favorite
album.
day project.
Emotional sides.
Thank you. It's my favorite album I've made. It's regarding the passing of my mother, and I really hope that project can help any of you who have been going through similar things and dealing with loss. So
It's a very lyrical album. I like it. It's one of my favorite projects you've made thus far.
thank you so much.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Snaps.
All right. So
So it gets real deep and
Getting out
heavy.
of our jazz
you know?
phase.
Then it comes
let's go.
up and then it
Let's
gets
go
deep again.
country, huh?
Country.
This ain't Texas.
Ain't no hold on. Lay
Uh,
your cars down, 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 down.
Right.
So
I don't know.
You haven't heard
Miss
it.
Miss Beyonce dropped Act
The
2.
Queen.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's that shit.
Oh my
Cowboy
God.
Carter.
Hell
So-
yeah.
Who's all heard it?
I've heard pieces of Renaissance, but I've heard most of. Bro, why did I?
Cowboy
Carter.
Yeah. I was thinking of Lil Wayne.
God damn it.
The Carter 4. No,
So-
that's not it.
So as the youngest one here, what are your thoughts on this project?
It's for me from what my generation knows of Beyonce, it's very different. It's she's pushing her mainstream boundaries that I feel like she's been abiding to for a long time. But I don't feel like that is what she's been wanting to do. I feel like these projects are like her music, like what she has been wanted to make, apart from the music she's forced to record for her label, as well as like to gain the masses.
Right.
But-
She's already in that position
Hell
where
yeah.
now she can just express herself.
This shit's some real art. She's doing a lot for the culture and
And-
what should have been done.
And in terms of what this Renaissance era represents, in terms of like the reclamation of a lot of music and genres that have been created by Black artists and taken by, you know, the white motherfuckers in society at the moment, and just kind of gentrified that way and totally taken from its roots. And like the fact that she's just like, I'm gonna take this back, and then makes a better country album than like
And the fact that
any other country album I've personally heard.
country
Like,
radios didn't want to play it because they deemed it not country just shows how much.
it's like, just say you're racist already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at the people who, I mean, Kane Brown and stuff who are taking 808s now from hip hop and throwing them into their fucking country songs. Those are labeled countries. What the fuck makes Beyonce's
God.
fucking shit any different?
Exactly.
Mm.
There's only one fucking thing I can think of, and
Interessante.
Yeah.
mhm.
But anyways, this Cowboy Carter album, I thought it was pretty fantastic myself. I'm not much of a country person, so it's not something I'm probably gonna go back to and like
Mm.
listen to multiple times. But I've listened to it, I think, probably 2.5 times now, just because I knew we were gonna talk about it and I wanted to have some.
Something
Things
to
to
say.
say.
Is it
Yeah.
called Cowboy Carter?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Lil Wayne joke just clicked for me.
And
I'm
she
like,
was-
oh wait.
She proved she can
At
fucking
first I'm just
rap.
like, oh haha, Lil Wayne, like he just had a brain fart. But then I was
Yeah,
like,
bro.
I didn't know what it was called. He
The
was just
song
talking about this
Spaghetti,
album.
she proved she can fucking rap too.
Yeah,
It's
the
been a
fact-
while since I heard
the
Beyonce
fact
spit some
that-
bars like that.
For real, bro. Like, she makes a country album and then proceeds to out rap everybody.
Her cover of Jolene, a little
Mm.
spicy. It wasn't Jolene, don't take my man. It was like, Jolene, I'm gonna beat your ass. Okay?
Literally.
I ain't heard much Beyonce in my time, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I'm here, so
She got a song with Post on there called Levi Jeans.
And she got his ass to
Mm.
sing.
Oh yeah,
No
that's so
auto-tune.
so good.
I like Post Malone.
I'll let you be my Levi Jeans so you can hug my ass all day long.
Literally.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
This is
Okay.
wild.
That's a
Beyonce.
metaphor.
Yeah, yeah. One of my favorites from that album.
Shout out Kendrick.
The
I'm
intro-
just
Some good
kidding.
vibes on that song.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
We're not gonna let you take this woman's moment and relate it to a man this time, look.
I'm not. It's just how you said it.
Just playing.
I got you.
American Requiem. Probably.
Yeah, the intro to the album.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite sounding song, just in terms of the psychedelic fusion, the sitar. Ugh,
The,
can you hear
Yeah, the
me?
production goes crazy on that entire album.
The Two Most Wanted, I thought was really good. That's the song with Miley Cyrus, and I was not expecting their voices to.
Fuse that way.
Yeah, oh, it was so
Collide.
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm grateful that this album exists. It's
Hell
been on
yeah.
repeat since it dropped for me.
Dope.
It's actually so inspiring. Like, it's gonna affect the way that my music starts to sound a little bit.
The album
Dope.
kind of feels nostalgic. From
Yeah.
like I don't know if you know you know.
We ain't in Illinois. This ain't for the boys.
For this way, I'm gonna hit that crunchy twang.
Oh,
The Midwest.
we got the singles, 16 carriages, and Texas Hold'em.
Texas Hold'em such a fucking bop, dude.
Yeah, it is.
It's such a
It's
bop.
It's a good game.
nice, just straightforward.
Straightforward. Make you shake your hips a little bit or something, you know?
A classic Texas tune.
The shit's in my head, ingrained into my thoughts. This ain't Texas.
Where are we thinking she's gonna take Act 3?
So considering the idea of Renaissance and the fact that she's tackled dance and now country, I imagine it's gonna go into rock and roll. When
Let's
you
hope
look
that or
at the
jazz.
inception of rock and roll with Sister Rosetta Tharpe being the origins of rock and roll music as we know it, especially someone who does not get credited like for that at all. Most people probably don't. Do you know who that is?
Nope. I do not, unfortunately.
Right. And the only reason Nick does is because he knows me. But
No, that's fair.
Hey, she makes some fire music though. I'm glad they put me on.
yeah. And
Shouts out.
so with that, and especially like how rock music specifically is like one of the primary genres that will be referred to as white music, I definitely could see that going in that direction. You know,
Yeah,
Wow.
I would love to hear Beyonce on like some Prince style tracks.
Be
Ugh.
insane.
Imagine Beyonce on like a punk song though, like screaming, like
That'd be dope.
ugh, with her range. Cause
She-
man, she's got the range of like 10 people,
Oh god.
Like,
That's
10
crazy.
people with different voices.
She got to
could
do
just hit
a
all of it.
Purple Rain cover,
Beyonce, get on it.
please.
Sick.
She's already on it. Whatever album's coming out is already probably almost done.
Yeah, almost guaranteed, huh?
The next
Putting
year or so will just be like mixing and promotion.
features.
Beyonce was Ghost for a while, if I'm correct, right? Like the Renaissance came out of nowhere, I believe. Am I correct?
The album before that, I believe, was 2019.
Yeah, that's quite
self-titled.
some time.
No, it
Pull
was
up her
like
Discog.
yeah, it was the picture of her head. It was like black and white.
Shout out to
Self-titled was
Google
before
/
that.
Safari. Don't use
Lemonade,
Bing.
I think there was one right after Lemonade.
The Lion King.
Is that really it?
Yeah,
Am I tripping?
there was it goes Lemonade 2016,
The
Lion
Lion
King
King from
2019,
2020.
Renaissance 2022, and
Okay.
Cowboy Carter 24.
So yeah, she had
fucking
dipped
4
for like
years
6
ago.
years.
I feel like I remember Renaissance dropping. It's the
I
one,
am
is that
Sasha
the
Fierce.
cover?
Is that the one you're remembering?
No, I'm remembering Homecoming, but it's a live album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's like the one I named off came out in 2008. So I was, all right.
Hey, my memory ain't that jumbled, bro.
Just checking.
You never know.
But yeah, when
Time
Lemonade
goes
dropped,
by fast.
that was a moment. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
I don't know these songs.
Bro, you need to. We're going to take a day and listen to Beyonce.
Okay.
She had
That's
the
fair.
Kendrick Lamar feature on there too, right?
Yeah, and
Freedom.
yes.
That's the one song I think I've actually heard though.
Really?
Which
Is it because Kendrick's on it?
I'm just a fan of Kendrick.
Right. I
I
got
think
you.
I just remember it came out and I'm like, oh, Kendrick. And that's what 2022.
That was
before-
2016 Lemonade.
No. I'm thinking of
America
it
Has a
was-
Problem remix.
Yeah, that's the song I'm thinking about. I was like, I know there's a recent Beyonce and Kendrick song that I listened to. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
I'm trying to go to a show. Trying to see Beyonce. See the Queen.
I wouldn't mind watching Beyonce shake her hips around for an hour or two.
I've been trying to go to a
Sorry.
jazz show up in Chicago. Any small club.
Lil Wayne needs
Y'all
to
know
make
any
a
good jazz show
song called
spots in
Cowboy.
Chicago? Let me know. You'll catch me
out
there
here.
weekendly.
He out here.
He's been talking about trying to go to a jazz show for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
I fucking love jazz. Something about it soothes my soul.
I
Jazz
took him to
bar.
one Les Claypool show and they had a saxophone.
It's over. It's over. Jazz is
That's a
dope.
joke.
Did anyone check out MGK and Trippie Redd's project?
Love it.
Okay.
I have
Not
not
gonna
listened
lie.
to it yet, but I have seen.
Nah.
Did you guys see the Twitter beef? There was
Yeah,
the
I did.
producer that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
So
did
producer's
see
like, I
this.
woke up to a placement notification and like I know this shit's about to be asked, and then Trippie's like, fine, you're taking off the album.
Bro,
then.
Trippie's
They
been
took
losing
that
his
shit
fucking
off.
mind. He's
Fire
been
for a
beefing
sponsor.
with
Like,
I
everybody,
guess.
fuck you
man.
then.
Yeah.
Trippy's been beefing with everybody online. In my opinion, it's a little pathetic.
But he's showing a lot of love at the same time.
I think like he said at first,
I
like,
think he's losing his marbles.
I definitely think it's a result of his mental state. I don't think that the album, because like you've heard it, right?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Every song's about like suicide and like drug addiction and like depression, and I don't think that it's a lie. Like I don't think it's a facade.
Do you guys know what recently happened with him though? He like
No.
announced that he was having a kid, had the kid, started raising it and everything, and his mom pushed him to get a DNA test, and the kid wasn't his.
That's fucked up.
Damn.
Yo.
Yeah, that could
RIP.
fucking
That'll
change your
do it.
psyche for sure.
I don't know.
Speaking of Trippy, y'all seen a picture of his house that he posted?
Yeah, the black house.
That's
Bro's
just
living
sick.
like Gru from Despicable. Hey, that's just fire. Though. I can't lie.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Favorite song off the project?
Let me pull up the track list.
I
Cause
haven't
love-
listened enough to give an informed input.
There was only like
so.
2 skips for me. My favorite song.
Genre Sad Boy.
My favorite track, if I do say so myself, so far has been the second one, Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like, hope it isn't fentanyl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder
Yeah,
how long
it's
it
got a
took
nice
them to
little
make
break
this.
beat to it. Oh,
That's a great song. I think
the production for that makes my ears melt. That's just total ear candy.
Did you see the needle drop gave it like a 0?
That's insane.
A lot of
Yeah.
people are
It's
hating
just
on
his.
this album.
It's just his opinion, though. You know what I
And-
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I doesn't mean that.
It makes sense that that's his rating. Like I feel you, it's just his opinion, but like everybody knows. I mean, most music fans like are aware of what fucking Fantano thinks about some shit, which
Yeah.
is strange. But
Yeah.
you know, considering that he gave X's 17 a 2,
That's
and that to
crazy.
me,
I got
this,
That is
He loves Kendrick
wild.
so much,
Yeah.
and yet Kendrick is the one that like vouched so hard for 17. Listened to it 5 times when it dropped, and tweeted about it. You know what I mean? Like, it comes from the same like sense of divinity. I don't know how you can just have like
You're
super
talking about
separate
that dude
opinions
who
like that.
like rated Vultures too, right?
yeah.
Anthony Fantano.
Dude, just listen to the music.
I love Fantano, but like, I would like to speak to him about
He seems a bit biased.
his literal. I mean, isn't all opinion
Yeah, that's
biased?
fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I'd like
I
to
try
just
be as
discuss
unbiased as
certain
possible.
things.
I'm more of a fan of Sean C myself.
I love Sean C. Yeah. he's
Whatever
pretty
happened to
good.
Cuff Boys? Y'all
I
know
like-
who I'm talking about?
Nah.
What's this blonde dude? He kind of looks like me, just blonde hair.
I don't know who that is.
Identity confirmed. Yeah.
But my favorite song off the album is Lost Boys, which was the single that they dropped the day before. It's just so good. It hits the feels. You know, if you're going through some shit, listen to this album, and it's like it's a form of release, in my opinion. It really feels like they picked up where X left off in terms of a lot of that acoustic, raw demo kind of sound.
I guess if anyone's gonna do it, it's trippy. But how do y'all feel about separating art from the artist? You know what I mean? Because like MGK, like we just went through this whole quiet on set thing, and then
I
like
feel you.
MGK also like is on record talking about like underage girls and shit like that.
Really?
It's really fucked. Yeah.
Is this true?
Yes.
Hey, yo, it was Kendall Jenner.
Yeah. Listen.
Yo. Hey, yo.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up, man. Bro. Bro.
She's a celebrity.
Yeah. So it's fine.
So it's fine.
People know her. It's
That's
not
exactly
just
what
me,
fucking Dan
dude.
Schneider said too, bro. Does this not make it okay, MGK?
So he's like,
Yeah, I
other
can
famous
justify
people
it.
did
Yeah,
it.
bro.
Bro, Axl
Hopefully
Rose
his
is on the
mindset has
fucking...
changed with age, though, and he has a daughter who's a little older now.
What?
Yeah.
I was 16. I don't care. Say what you want, man. If Kendall Jenner is in your bedroom naked and you're 50, you're going.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's wild.
Don't
man got
project your
mental
fucking
problems.
pedophilia onto
And
me.
it just goes on. That's only 1 minute and 13 seconds into the video.
The
Like-
modern day equivalent would be, bro, he's on the Epstein list, so it's fine. I can do it too.
Yeah, that's insane. That's
That's
insane.
fucking crazy.
So yeah, how y'all feel about separating the art from the artist?
I
don't
think
know. I haven't fucked with MGK for a while.
Yeah, me
But
either.
I didn't even know about that.
I didn't
It's
know
just
about
his
that
music
either.
is
Yeah.
not for
It's
me.
fucked.
The last
Bad.
news prior to
Mm-hmm.
this, I've heard about MGK. And his Eminem diss was the fact that he put a ring on his fiance that wouldn't come off unless she ripped her finger off or some shit like that.
What the fuck? He's also talking about
guy's
Eminem's daughter,
strange.
like, when she was kind of underage too. So that was pretty fucked up.
So shout out to Trippy, but
Yeah, shout out to Trippy, but fuck MGK. Oh god.
so yeah,
All right.
that's unfortunate.
Moving on.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just fucked up.
Shall we get into our Reddit segment?
Yeah,
Well,
that
I
was
guess-
a pretty asshole move. So speaking of,
Is MGK
assholes,
the
huh?
asshole?
BRB, I got pee.
All right.
You got to drink more water. I know if you're watching this, you're not drinking enough water. Go get a water bottle. I don't suggest the tap water, but water. Drink it.
Not out
It's
here.
good for you.
Got a letter in the mail the other day. It was like, oh, water
Yeah.
supply may contain some lead. Be careful. Oh, no big deal.
What?
Just gonna
Don't worry
poison the
about
population.
us shortening your lifespan. It's all.
No, you use Harry's?
Yeah.
That's that shit. I
That's
use
that
that shit.
shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Because guess what? I also use Harry's.
Not sponsored.
This is
Yeah.
the shit.
Shout out, not sponsored, but like Harry's, please give us money. But like, shout out Harry's.
We
Yeah.
like your stuff.
Yeah. We gotta like it because we're not being paid right now.
Oh God.
No, Harry's is that shit. I was struggling to find deodorant that I really liked for a long time.
I
and,
mean, yeah, when you're like 12, you're just like Axe.
Yeah,
And then you like grow up and you're like, now what? Old Spice? But then like, even that's fucking cringe.
I'm tired of my friends ripping on me. For
Have
using
y'all heard about
Axe.
them allegations against Old Spice for putting some sort of chemical in their deodorant that like leaves rashes on you?
And that's exactly what happened to me and why I
Yeah.
couldn't use it. It was giving me a rash. So I was
Shit's
like, fuck
fucked up.
Old Spice. So
Leave
now
my
I got
fucking-
Harry's, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're good.
Leave my fucking armpits raw.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So guys, am I the asshole for telling my wife she doesn't have a job, she has a hobby?
All right.
And then I'm going to reading it.
No
Okay,
comments.
so some context. My wife is a housewife and is in charge of all the chores since I usually leave around 7 in the morning and return around 7 in the afternoon as I work long hours, as that's simply the nature of having your own firm, and the commute is an hour both ways. So recently my wife wanted to out her English degree to use and try to publish a book which she thought was doing something to pass the time.
Bruh,
This grammar is
how you gonna
very
belittle her
interesting.
art? Either way.
So over the past few weeks, chores like the dishes and dusting haven't been getting done, and I started piling up. And it started piling up, so I decided to talk to her about it, and she told me that I have to start doing some of the chores too, as she is working too now. I told her that's not a job, it's just a hobby until she starts making money, and tried telling her that we agreed that she takes care of the house while I make the money. She got mad at me about this and claimed I was belittling her. I tried to defend myself by explaining I'm not mocking her, but that's just a matter of fact that her writing doesn't make any money, meaning it's not a real job and just something she does for her own enjoyment for the time being. After some back and forth, she got even more mad at me and has decided to go to sleep in the guest room for the time being, as in general, a bit annoyed with me, but has started to take care of the chores. So, am I the asshole? Edit. For full transparency, we have a 7-year-old daughter together, and she goes to school around 7:35 in the morning and comes back at almost 5 p.m. In the evening after her extracurriculars, my wife only watches her for about 2 hours without me each day, and that's why I refer to her as a stay-at-home wife and not a mom.
I have an answer.
Holy shit.
That's fucked.
Yeah, this shit's fucked up.
Patriarchy bleeds through this.
First of all, you are the asshole.
Yeah, straight up. Dude, they're the asshole.
I think, okay, yes,
sounds like
I think
this
they're the
man-
asshole, but also everyone sucks here. But only because of one sentence in there where the dude's talking about how they had a predetermined agreement. You know what I mean? If they together, I'm assuming by this conversation and the tone of voice of how he wrote this, that this isn't how it went, but to just give the benefit of the doubt, if the conversation was like a very mutual standing conversation where she's like, hey, I understand you're going to be working, so I'm going to take care of the stuff here, and that was the case, then it's like, okay, you agreed upon it, and maybe that should just be a conversation that gets revisited. That's my only, like, asterisk, potentially. But also, art is a job.
Yeah. To me,
and
this sounds like somebody who doesn't understand the life of an artist and is a victim of capitalism.
I just think communication could solve this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Just talk.
absolutely.
But I think some people are too hard-headed to ever admit that they're wrong or like have an ego about it or some shit.
It seems like the main issue that she has with it is obviously she would appreciate if he could do a couple chores, but like I think the main issue she had is him telling her that it's not valid. It's not valid work.
Yeah, that's kind of a respect thing. It sounds like she's still willing to do chores. You know, she's not giving up on chores entirely. She
She's
would
asking
just
for
like
some help.
a partner to take over a few things so she can make time for her new pursuit.
Right. And like for me the problem is like you're an asshole because the question is, am I the asshole for telling my wife she doesn't have a job? It's yes. You're an asshole
Yes,
for
you
that.
are. Yep.
And you're an asshole for being like, well, you're not a stay-at-home mom because the kid's only home for a few hours at the evening, as if like
Legally, the child has to be gone
At school,
how are we
yeah.
gonna
So
factor that
fucking
in?
what?
right, like
And does this dude work 12 hours a day every day? Is that what he's trying to say? And it's his own firm, right?
yeah.
Because if it's his own firm, it's like, did your firm start out by making a ton of money at first too?
Yeah.
Working
Probably
84
not,
hours
dumbass.
weekly.
Like, what the fuck?
And the chores that aren't getting done are dishes and dusting.
Dog,
So everything
do
to
some
do-
fucking dishes.
Everything to do with your stay-at-home wife, not mom, and your child is being taken care of. Only thing that's you're being asked to do is fucking rinse some dishes off
Yeah.
and put some soap on them bitches. Like, come on, bro.
All right, let's read these Reddit comments. What is the comment section say? What do
The
these
general
motherfuckers say?
consensus.
Yes.
Top
What's
comment.
NTA?
Not the asshole.
Boo, tomato.
If
Downvote.
OP was a house,
Downvote.
if OP was a house husband telling his wife that he wanted to be a streamer by playing video games and expected his working wife to pick up the chores, y'all would be jumping
little
at his throat. There are no kids involved.
But there is a kid
There is
involved.
a kid involved, meaning that
Oh, there's an edit. Oh, edit, and then there's an edit here. Okay.
There's a difference between creating art, which has not been made before, by writing it and recording yourself playing a video game, which that could still be artistic. Don't get me wrong.
And it can turn into a money-making job. It can turn into a
Exactly.
business. There's people who fucking make way more money than we could dream of playing video games in their fucking bedrooms and shit. I'm saying
I guess
asshole.
this
we
is
got
a
next.
podcast.
asshole or not
Oh yeah, bro's the asshole. I don't get.
asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole, but
Ah.
with certain information could be an everyone sucks here.
I say
Yeah,
he has
yeah,
a
fair.
redeemable personality. I think he just needs to reevaluate his current.
I don't like
life
the way he
situation.
talks about his wife.
I don't
Yeah,
like the way
I
he
feel
talks
you.
about
It's
his
like
wife.
almost
That's why I'm like, I think it's
objective, like,
unlikely, but again,
you are
just
my
never know. It's just
possible.
random strangers on the internet.
It's like his mindset views his wife as a butler. He's just supposed
Yeah,
to come
fuck.
home to a fucking pristine
Home-cooked
house.
meal. Fucking.
Like shit, everyone's human, dude.
I got another one for us real quick.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for pretending to get fired when customers get a temper with me?
Hey, I think that's kind of comical.
But I like
we
this
need some
title.
All right, let's get
context.
some
More-
context.
More context. I am a high schooler with a weekend job at a coffee shop. My coworkers who work weekends are James, the owner's son. He goes to my school. He's a shift manager, but it's not a real formal thing. He's a friendly guy. Danielle, a college student who sometimes works weekends too. So sometimes customers will come in and just be angry about such little stuff. Like literally blow up about nothing. I don't know if they're in a bad mood already and looking for someone to take it out on or what, but it's a lot. Like how sad. So you're
Welcome to retail.
yeah. Like how sad. You have to be a grown ass man taking your anger out on a high school and college kids. Some of the writing here is janky.
Well, they're in high school, so
So James and I were joking about having a little fun with them and hopefully getting them off our backs. So one day I was at work and some guy was having a temper about how we don't make the coffee hot enough. Which I couldn't do a thing about because I gave it to him right out of the machine. So James came in and was like, "Sir, is there a problem here?" And the guy started ranting at him too. So he was just like, original poster, this is unacceptable, you're fired. I started acting real sad, like, "No, please, don't fire me. My family needs the money. I need this job, please." And he played it up being a hard ass, telling me to take my apron off and leave. The angry guy started to backtrack, like, "It isn't that big of a problem. You don't need to fire her over it. I didn't mean it." And James was like, "No, we pride ourselves on the best customer service."
Wow.
Of
That
cour-
shit's fucking hilarious.
Of course, after all that drama, I still had my job. We were just acting. And we've done it a couple times. Whenever a customer will lose their temper at Danielle or I, James will storm in and fire us. And almost every time, the person who had come in angry will apologize and say that they didn't mean it. It's kind of satisfying, making people realize their actions might actually have some consequences.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's
anyway,
this is
awesome.
great.
I was telling my friends from school about this, and a few of them thought it was a mean prank to let someone go away thinking they'd
my
gotten
God,
someone
this-
desperately
Okay,
fired.
But her friends are a bunch of high schoolers. Like, get the fuck out of here. This is awesome.
Yeah,
this is
this-
so big.
Am I the
Such
asshole?
a reality check.
No,
Not
you're
at
the
all.
asshole.
Oh
This is
God,
big.
That's so
fucking
fucking cool.
amazing.
Iconic, huh? What a great prank to play.
Right?
That is sick. I wish I could think of something that good.
Like,
that's so fire.
If anything's
that's
gonna make a
fire.
person stop treating customer service workers like shit,
It's a reality
hopefully that
check.
would be the thing.
He almost lost his job today, Darlene. I almost got that boy fired.
They go home and cry about it.
It's like, and you're yelling because, and like the whole thing that, like, in that scenario they were mad about was the coffee was too fresh.
Well, no,
it
it's
wasn't
'cause
hot enough.
Nah,
they
yeah.
were traveling in their car. They just got off the phone with their boss, who just reamed them a new asshole because they didn't do something right on their fucking project, and now they gotta fucking yell at the fucking peon behind the fucking desk
Yeah.
to fucking make themselves feel bigger, you know?
Yeah, I
Right.
think this is a great thing to do. It's such a reality check for people who are just too caught up in their own reality, and it teaches a lesson to be kind. I would
Yeah.
say.
I agree. And I think that you guys should start recording it and put it on YouTube as like social experiments. I think that would be fire.
That's a good bit of
be
improv too,
awesome.
you know?
Yeah,
Good, like
true.
working on your acting skills.
If you're able to make a motherfucker like regret their
Especially the part,
decisions.
I need this job. My family needs the money. The customer's just there like, fuck, shit.
What have I
You said
done,
a
baby?
bitch today.
Damn. Not the asshole.
Nope.
Not the
that's
asshole at
fucking
all.
hilarious.
I have another one as well.
Our general consensus here on the comments too is not the
Not the
asshole.
asshole.
Good.
Hell yeah.
Some base commenters.
Based Redditors.
I, female 14, was shopping with my mom. So keep in mind, this is a 14-year-old.
Okay.
Was shopping with my mom and younger brother in Target. We were going down the toy section because my brother really wanted to look. While my brother was checking out some Legos, I saw a Hello Kitty stuffed animal. It was adorable. I had a big net hanging up in my room for stuffed animals because I love collecting them. I've always wanted the Hello Kitty one. Without looking at the price, I asked my mom. She responded, "How much?" I saw it was $40. Telling my mom this, she immediately declined. I don't argue because $40 for a big stuffed animal is a lot. My younger brother, male 12, grabbed a giant Harry Potter Lego set and asked my mom. I looked at the price and it was $80. My mom said she didn't care and he threw it in the cart. I was a little upset, but I didn't say anything. I did really want the stuffed animal though, so I looked around for a cheaper one. In the Mario section, I found a really cute Kirby. Excuse me. I checked the price. This time it was $20. It was not huge, but it wasn't too small. I brought it up to my mom and she said, "It's not worth it. Why do you even want stuffed animals? Grow up." I was a little taken back, but I put Kirby back. I'm a very emotional person, so I couldn't help but tearing up in Target. I was not sobbing. I was just upset, and looking back, I probably should have just dealt with it and kept my emotions under control. My mom noticed this and started quietly yelling at me, saying things like, "Why are you crying? Stop crying. Act mature." I was forced to suck it up. My face was red and my nose was clogged, causing me to sniffle. When I did, my mom always glared at me and kept repeating, "Why are you crying over it?" It really hurt my feelings because I felt like she was making fun of me. When we got in the car, she screamed in my face, calling me an asshole for crying and embarrassing her in public. I felt like she was being dramatic. There wasn't anyone in Target, which was surprising. She acts like there was a crowd who saw me and it would ruin her reputation or whatever she has. Now I'm home helping my brother put together his set because he asked me to. I cried in the bathroom for a little bit, but now I'm fine, but her words still sting. Am I the asshole for crying in public?
No.
Shout
abusive
out to the
parent,
brother.
Yeah.
That's a very
That's a terrible parent.
sad situation.
Yeah.
So-
At first there, I was like, I get not getting the toy, but then like the mom turning around and being like, "Get the Lego set. I don't
Yeah,
care."
that's pretty.
Get the Lego set, which is more expensive than both of the items that the girl picked
But
out.
also, is she
combined.
crying over the fact that she didn't get a stuffed animal, or is she really crying over like probably a bunch of other shit that goes on at home all the time, and this is just like a small thing?
Well, yeah.
And she's also 14, and when you're 14, you cry about a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
this sounds
so-
like a very mature 14-year-old.
Yeah, that's
right?
crazy.
To be able to have this kind of like,
Look back, reflection
I think
moment.
not the asshole. My suggestion is go out, mow some yards, or do whatever you got to do to make
Buy
some
your
money.
own
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
Gain some financial
Yeah.
independence and just learn how to do it on your own now, so you're not becoming dependent on an abuser later on in life.
Right.
Some people have niches. Like there's 50-year-olds who collect Hot Wheels, and I'm gonna have to agree. It does sound like her mom is making fun of her. But if stuffed animals are what make you happy, then so fucking be
Yeah.
it. Collect your
Life
stuffed
is short.
animals.
Buy your fucking stuffed
It
animals. bro.
honestly
Yeah.
just feels like the mother is like obviously favoring her son severely to the point where like you're going to tell your daughter that like this toy that will bring you joy is too expensive, but then purchase your brother something that's 3 times as expensive.
Mhm.
I can only imagine how that translates into the household dynamic. Like everything, like you said, like everything else
Yeah.
outside of this situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
This has been a pretty serious episode.
Yeah. And with that, have a good day, guys.
Everyone
Whenever
who's
you're
watching this, thank you for watching this far. We appreciate your
Yeah,
view.
if you made it
Absolutely.
this far,
And
I
you have a
appreciate
great
you.
rest of your day.
Have a great day. Come to our show May 17th at
yes.
It's Easy Being Odd.
Decatur, Illinois.
Stream our new music. It's out.
Yes.
Fucking
Yo.
come back to the next episode if you want to.
Watch the previous episodes.
They're only gonna get better.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
Okay, bye.
All right. This has been Aaron the Rapper,
Bang.
Snow God,
Chief
Day
Keef.
Decree, and Never Really Lost.
Oh, yeah.
Peace out, bitches.
Baby, hold me close.